Before this video begins, this video is based on a tweet by Elijah Daniel. I read out my audience's opinion at the end, and do not read out any comments that suggest maybe this YouTuber has it, maybe this influencer has it, because this video is not about speculating on the names of who has this disease. I will not be endorsing that. Names may be brought up, but in a different context. We are only able to go off of the pictures that we've seen of YouTubers and influencers at parties recently. Had to throw that in before the video begins. Okay, enjoy. Hi everyone, so today's video is a bit more serious, and it's a topic that we have talked about on my channel before, but there has been an update, and it's getting really scary and so out of hand from something that did not need to happen. So as we're all aware, there have been multiple parties happening that all these influencers and YouTubers have been attending. There was Lorraine's birthday party, there was parties that were just happening at the Hype House, there were other parties that were just being attended by these YouTubers, and then other parties. So there have been a lot of ways YouTubers and influencers nowadays can go out partying during a worldwide pandemic. Now, a lot of YouTubers have been speaking out against them, and I'm going to make videos discussing that, but I had to immediately put this one at the forefront because this is like so... It's something we kind of knew was inevitably going to happen, but didn't want to happen. So, Elijah Daniel tweeted something, and we have to talk about it, okay? Now, Elijah Daniel has been calling out since the start all of these influencers who have been going out and partying. So if you want to go over to his Twitter, definitely would. But he tweeted something that is just... He tweeted and said, "Warning, a lot of influencers have been confirmed to me testing positive for COVID-19 after the influencer parties, like a lot. And they aren't saying anything and aren't warning people they came in contact with after. If you attended, get tested, y'all caused an outbreak. Thanks." Now, if you don't know who Elijah Daniel is, where have you been? But if I need to explain it, he has contacts and knows a lot of these influencers and YouTubers personally, so he would have the information. Now, he tweeted this, and when he tweeted it, my mouth just dropped. I was like, it was something I knew was gonna happen, and I think we all knew was gonna happen because all of these parties, none of the YouTubers or influencers have been taking caution. None of them have been wearing masks inside, but they have whenever they're going in their Uber, which is weird, but I since found out that there's a policy that you have to wear a mask unless you don't want to get an Uber. But these YouTubers have been going into these parties holding face masks in their hand and then been seen not wearing them inside. Also not social distancing, and just straight up not taking it seriously. Let's talk about Tana Mojo wiping the sweat off of Tony Lopez's face and then shaking his hand after. Like, that's above and beyond stupidity. Some YouTubers have spoken out and apologized. Lorraine has apologized for it being his birthday party that Nikita Dragon hosted. He has since said that he will be social distancing, and you know what? Props to him, but you still caused this party.
I meant to say quarantining. He is quarantining at his house right now, so.
It was your surprise party, but you could have been like, nah. But everyone does think that Nikita Dragon threw this party just for herself and for her name to be in the headlines. Well, you know what, Nikita? It is. Congratulations. Normally, my videos, I have a more bouncy energy personality, but in this one, I'm coming at it from a more serious point of view because California, LA, right now has the worst breakout. It is about to enter, if not already, a second lockdown. They've barely gotten over the first one. I don't think anyone is comprehending how bad this is, and the fact that Jake Paul and all these were partying and then everyone was calling them out for it, and then now other YouTubers and influencers who saw that attack are now going out and partying more is kind of like so stupid. And the ones who have spoken out against it, Tana Mojo and James Charles. James Charles did a black screen with white text in it, basically saying, I shouldn't have done this 17 minutes into a video, and I've said it before. He knew in doing that not a lot of people would see it, because 17 minutes in, normally an average view duration of a video is around halfway. And Tana Mojo did the exact same thing. A black screen, white text, saying, I'll do better. Show us how you'll do better. You'll be attending parties and just making sure it's not seen on photos and videos, and that's disgusting. People are making the argument, which I've said in my previous video, that they're influencers, they need to go out and party, they need to go out and network. We're in the midst of a world pandemic, a worldwide pandemic that you, that I, that everyone, even these YouTubers are affected by. You're saying, oh, they missed their friends. You know what? I fucking missed my friends whenever we were on proper quarantine. In Derry of Ireland, we followed procedure, and now we can live a more relaxed life. Over in LA, y'all are currently at your fucking worst, and I feel so bad, and people called me out. They were like, hey, we're not all like these influencers. And you know what? I'm sorry for ever generalizing that, but there's so many influencers and YouTubers acting out that it's hard for my brain to think past them. But yeah, they're putting so many people at harm in LA and California who are actually abiding by these guidelines. And they're like, fuck it, we have money, we can pay for our healthcare. You know what? A lot of people can't. That's actually the norm in America. Oh my god, like, I don't have words because we are literally in the midst of a world pandemic. What is not fucking clicking? What is not clicking? It is, oh my god. I can't. I can. Oh my god, how do people support these people? How? Warning, a lot of influencers have been confirmed to me testing positive for COVID-19 after the influencer parties. Like, a lot. And they aren't saying anything and aren't warning people they came in contact after. If you attended, get tested, y'all cause an outbreak. Multiple things in that. If you attended, get tested, y'all cause an outbreak. Completely true in that. Elijah Daniels literally saying, go get tested. And he said that he knows that a lot of them have tested positive and they aren't telling anyone that they came in contact with after or saying anything at all. Worms for brains! Why do these influencers have literal worms for brains? If you were dumb enough to go to a party and get infected with this, at least tell the others around you and start fucking self-quarantining. Jesus. The fact they went during a world pandemic, being stupid, got it, and are still being stupid by not telling anyone. I can't. Oh my god. And for the fans that are still supporting these people, do you realize that your experience of quarantine is now going to be prolonged because of your favorite person in the entire world? But oh, the party was worth it. They had to go to the party. Y'all look so dumb right now. So I asked my subscribers, I said opinions on this tweet. And also, what do you think he should do with this information? Because this is now a conversation that needs to be had. We do not know any names who have been infected. But we do know the names of everyone who's went to parties that we're aware of. Now I'm sure there's a lot of parties where influencers are going where we're not even aware. Bruh said this was bound to happen. They probably aren't telling anyone because they don't want to get dragged or don't want to seem stupid in front of their audiences. And that's, at the end of the day, what it's about. And that's disgusting. Pure Honest Tea said something that is very real. How is there no legal investigation? These influencers probably wouldn't care about fines, but it would at least send a message to their followers that they are horrible influences. Mark said, not warning people, wouldn't that be potentially putting a lot of people at harm? Gosh, I got no words. I can't. A lot of people in the comments are speculating who it can be, and I'm not going to read out any of them, because this video isn't about, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person. Because there's been so many parties, I'm going to have to make the thumbnail of this every picture of everyone who's went to a fucking party who's an influencer recently. Do you realize how messy the thumbnail is going to be? Because we don't know who it is, that's the worst thing. We should know. Their audiences should know, and anyone they've been in contact with should know. So again, I will not be reading out any names of people who said, I think it's this person, but if you want to see them, go into my YouTube community and you will find the comment. Macy said, now the timing of some of these people's apologies makes sense, and that's actually very scary that some of them have apologized recently, and it would make sense with Elijah Daniels' tweet. I won't go any further in terms of speculation, but... Katie said, I'm not surprised, but so disappointed. I would really like to see some of these sources. Noon said, throw them in the quarantine zone. This is literally a federal crime. You can't leave this empty, said, is what they did legal or not? Why isn't there any penalty being enforced? There's so much video evidence of their behavior, and yet, if this was a normal person, they would probably be fined. What's the difference here? That they have money? That it won't affect them? Bullshit. K-pop fanfiction said, I'm not surprised that these influencers who take their platform for granted got COVID. Your fault, sweetie. Again, in my videos I always said I would never wish that on anyone, and I don't think we should, but they've now got it without telling people they've been around. That's so dangerous. That's literally spreading the disease. Fiji Water said, this was straight up irresponsible. Like, at first I was like, yeah, that was bad, but like the world is starting to open back up. I'm from Ireland, but then when I saw the numbers of cases in California, I was like, holy shit, that's just stupid. What about the other people in California who are taking this so seriously? Why are the authorities doing fuck all? PSB said these influencers apologize for going to these parties like they didn't realize the risk. I'm sorry, but no one is buying it. You can't just say, oh, what I did was wrong and I'll do better. No, say it like I'm young and therefore I think I'm invisible and invincible and F everyone else. These people are so selfish. And all the people saying, oh, but they didn't get it because it was only people who'd been around each other. Now Elijah Daniels has literally told us that people now have it. Your argument is gone. Lyrical Mastermind 2 said, call them out, and I think he should as well. They have literally posed a severe health risk to a multitude of people. They all need to get tested and know who it was. And I actually agree. Christine said, I'd like to know what his sources were. He states he has been confirmed to by multiple people, but by who? The so-called influencers themselves, or acquaintances of influencers, before I give any firm response. Insert generic name here said they pretty much asked for it. Not saying I'm happy some of them have it, but they had it coming. Tayspace said the invincible influencers are no longer invincible. Jamie Lee said this is genuinely valid grounds for cancel culture to be applicable. They're not speaking up because they're concerned for their careers. They're risking harming multiple people though. Disgusting. Y'all gave these people a platform? Melissa said, I mean, everyone saw this coming. I don't live in the USA, but I'm still very upset about how these people are deciding to be reckless and carefree. It breaks my heart as someone with a disease who has to be very cautious or else I will be very harmed by COVID. All I can think about is that many people like me who may have crossed paths with these horrific people. These influencers, which none of them really deserve that title, and I agree, and I just hate the word fucking influencer now, are now making it so hard for others to be safe, and now allegedly they all have it. They aren't even trying to isolate themselves, which they should have been doing in the first place. He should release all the names because the public need to know. I wish they could take things seriously and not act like this is a joke. People are being affected. I love you, Adam. Please stay safe. Thank you. I love you too. And stay safe yourself. Shope for Tea said, this is very sad as I wouldn't wish COVID on anyone, but it was bound to happen. So many influencers have been hopping from party to party for the last few weeks. Weeks, literally. And it's not surprising in the slightest that they've ended up catching it. The worst part though, in my opinion, is that this could have easily been prevented. And at the end of the day, that's really sad, but true. Random said, I think it's extremely sad that they started another outbreak. I'm so depressed because I haven't seen my friends at all, and I haven't been able to go out and spend time with them, obviously. I miss my friends so much and I just want to see them again. And everyone is now being delayed. Probably until 2021, because of these people. These entitled ass people. Y'all have mansions. Stay at them. We don't. We're staying in our house. We're staying in our fucking lane. Lindsay has said, this is upsetting. I'm in California and it's so stressful here. And again, I just feel so bad for anyone who is now being dragged down locally because of these people. Amanda said, report them to the police. Hello? Report them to Google and get them demonetized ASAP. They all need to be fined for putting others at risk. Maybe then they'll care. Now, there are so many other ones, but I'm not going to read them out just because people are saying, I think blank has it, I think blank has it. Oh my god, blank has it because they apologize. Blank has it. I don't want to spread false information. Again, this video has been created because of Elijah Daniels' tweet. The tweet in which he says, warning, a lot of influencers have been confirmed to me testing positive for COVID-19 after the influencer parties, like a lot. And they aren't saying anything and aren't warning people they came into contact with after. If you attended, get tested, y'all cause an outbreak, thanks. So this video is based off of his tweet. And again, I was very careful not to say any influencer names that people could then associate with, oh, they have it. I never want to give that off. We talked about people who've apologized, but we're not going to read out comments where people are saying, I think blank has it, because that is spreading false information. And that can be deemed as defamation. And we are not going to play that fucking game today. We have to go off the fact that we know so many influencers have been to parties that we've seen publicly, so we just have to look at these pictures and be like, we hope that these people are now safe. Whether they're quarantining, they made stupid, awful, bad decision. You know what? Stay home and just be safe now. And there's probably so many parties that aren't even documented, and it could be about them too. This is all so avoidable, so devastating, and the fact that as a globe, we are now being pushed back even further because of people like this. I can't. It's awful. Awful. So guys, sorry for not the usual energetic whatever video. This is just really irritating. So let me know what you think. What do you think Elijah Daniels should do with this information? Let's have that conversation below. I love you and I'll see you in my next video, and bye. Mwah.